Now in 1878 the TS in England was finally really formed as a whole section, and it is said in the diary that on orders, that means from the hierarchy, the founders left the United States on the 17th of December en route for England. They went to Liverpool, and they were really en route for Bombay. They'd received orders to open up in India, and they went first of all to London. That was a performance. It was a ghastly ship, apparently, and they seem always to pick ghastly ships. I think it's really because they didn't have all that much money, to be honest. They took passage to Liverpool on the 20th, and on the 31st of December, that can't be right. By the 31st of December, they'd got into the English Channel. And the problem was that, he says, they took on the pilot a deal and he was near blind. It sounds crazy, but the Colonel says he was so old, he was very old, moss-grown sort of man, and he couldn't tell red from green. And they lost the tide. And they were stuck out in the estuary in real British drizzling rain. Absolutely ghastly experience. And on the way over, a table had tipped over and quite badly injured HPB's leg, which was giving her some trouble. But honestly, the very old moss-grown man is really a wonderful description, I think. And they had to stay out in the estuary, by which time the food was running out as well. But at last they got in, and they set off on the 17th of January 79 for Liverpool to catch the steamship Speke Hall, and they set off in a downpour. And when they arrived in Liverpool, it was a downpour. And when they boarded the vessel, which was dirty and disreputable, to see it was still raining. It was a wretched omen for our long voyage to India. They sailed on the 19th of January, 1879, and the poor Colonel had almost nothing to eat. HPB was in the cabin and the saloon after the ship, and the poor old Colonel was forward of the mast, and the weather was so vile that they couldn't get from forward in the ship to the saloon for meals. And apparently he lived on bread and cheese for 10 days till they got out of the bad weather. And of course by this time HPB was still nursing her hurt knee. The ship was rolling madly, and until they got into the fine weather. They had a terribly miserable time, all of them. They had some friends with them who were going out to help. However, they survived all this, and they really must have been very tough, you know. On the 16th of February they entered Bombay harbour, and they were met by 3 members of the society, one of whom must have been a tremendous scholar. I don't know if you know this, but there is the first greatest classic Sanskrit dictionary was written by an Englishman called Monier Williams. And one of the members who met them at Bombay was the man who had coached Professor Monier Williams in Sanskrit. You also may be interested to know that in the library, sorry about that, you may be interested to know that in the library we have a copy of Professor Monier Williams' Sanskrit dictionary. The only thing is that unless you know Sanskrit, you can't use it because it's all in Sanskrit. It's a pity, but at least you've got to know a great deal of Sanskrit, don't you? Have you looked at it? Well, I did. I have, and it's in Sanskrit. Well, now there were tremendous celebrations, Colonel Olcott and HPB, when they landed in Bombay, and it was laid on by the Arya Samaj, which was a sort of earlier Theosophical Society in a way. It taught the ancient wisdom, and they laid on a tremendous tamasha sort of party for the channel, and then they presented them with a bill for 600 rupees, which they didn't have. But HPB refused to pay, and then discovered that the people who laid it on paid the 600 rupees out of the society's funds. And apparently she absolutely hit the roof to such an extent that the 600 rupees were paid back almost immediately, because she must have been something when she was really on the rampage, you know.